Because I'm a sexist pig.
Yeah, you're sexist. You're awful.
I know. But you associate with me, so who's awful? Or
Don't don't lump me in like lump crab.
what?
I don't know.
Hey everyone, it's Mass Bandit here with another episode of Planet Brocoaster.
Episode
This is episode,
9, to be
yes,
exact.
episode
We
9. We
are.
are almost to the double digits,
That's
yo.
exactly what I was gonna say.
Oh, it's like we're bros.
We're bro coasters.
Oh, that's so lame.
Oh, it's really bad.
Yeah,
Anyway, this is episode 9, and we're still here because I
we
don't
got
know,
nothing better to do.
stubbornness, really.
Because dang it, we're gonna hit it big eventually.
Yes, between our two pitiful channels, we'll get there.
Yeah, between like I said, we're almost at 2,000 subscribers between the two of us.
It's still a nobody.
I know. Did you watch the PewDiePie, whatever the hell his name is?
Yeah,
You're,
ended
he
up.
was gonna delete his channel, but it was all a big troll job.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, he wasn't gonna. Are you kidding me? He makes like $16 million a year. He wasn't gonna delete shit.
It was just clickbait. Oh, that's
That was the whole
bullshit.
point. His whole point was how clickbaity YouTube has gotten, and so he did a clickbait video to prove
Yeah,
it.
but he probably made
And
like
like,
$100,000 off of that stupid video.
yeah, but all the media picked it up and stuff. I thought that was
Oh
hilarious.
my
I thought it
gosh.
was like I hate him, but that's awful. But I don't like his channel. But that video made me laugh.
Hmm.
Like I don't know the guy. I hate PewDiePie in real life. I don't know, but his channel's not for me.
Well, you just hate annoying YouTubers, period.
Yet I watch yours.
Wow. Okay. That's how it's gonna be.
Yeah, bro. All right. So anyway, here in episode 9, Mike's done some stuff again. Apparently,
I have
his
gone
prolific,
way
his
be
prolific ass.
Yeah, I've gone way beyond what I was supposed to do.
But it's okay because it was all during your build week, so it's totally cool. It just makes me feel like an ultimate failure. And to be completely frank, this is your park.
Well, so far it is. But yeah, well, here's the problem. You notice that our video schedules are getting a little off. It's because
You've no. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
trying to build and trying to cut videos together and then trying to upload and then trying to I don't know, advertise. I don't know what we do. We're not doing it very well.
It all over the screen. Good God.
It's taken a bit of a toll.
Mike is the one that's really good at editing, and like I think the videos are hilarious. But if I was the one in charge of them, they wouldn't be damn nearly as funny.
A bunch of paper birches in a row. Paper birches in a row. Oh, I like that. Oh, look, that still doesn't have an interior. If that's duh to you, then apologies while you're watching me. But maybe you just learned something right there. If you just learned something, good for you. That's why I'm here, so.
They just be pitiful. So he does all of the Bro Coaster, these meetup videos. Plus, he's editing his build videos. So I'm really just kind of slacking. I don't build dick on my build weeks, and then I only edit that video. So
Yeah, so if we're
he,
keeping track, he's got 4 buildings and I've got 2 coasters. Oh, ooh, actually,
oh, oh,
spoiler.
I see. Oh, spoiler alert! Better put spoiler alert in the video.
Spoiler for what? They already, it, whatever.
Oh, that's true. Your build video should be live by now.
Yes, it should be. Hopefully.
No promises. But anyway, all this awful conversation is to hopefully, you've noticed, if you've been paying attention, if you follow the series, hopefully you've noticed that, oh, we've gone from 2 a week to 1 a week. And that's intentional. It's to lighten Mike's load a lot because he doesn't want to be stuck behind a computer all his spare time doing this.
Yeah, and even
Um,
though I'm up in the great north, as you called it.
It is. I'm sorry, Nebraska.
Wow.
Montana. I know Montana is way the flip up there. You're way up north.
Yeah, so like just yesterday it dropped to -30, so
That's hardcore.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm indoors because
And meanwhile, down here in Houston, everyone is flipping shit because it might freeze.
it might have a light freeze.
Call on those elderly people you know that might get cold. Like, legit, I wish I was kidding. Like, go and rescue some homeless people from under the viaducts because it might freeze tonight. Meanwhile, up in Chicago, when it's like this in November, everyone's like, who cares? Susanna's trying to get on Brocoaster over here.
She's allowed.
Is she going to be a guest builder? She's never played a game in her life.
I'm sure she's played The Sims.
Oh, she played Sims.
I was going to make a sexist remark, but then it came true.
She played Sims. But she played the...
I played Oregon Trail.
That's not a building game.
The Oregon Trail.
Just because you died of dysentery doesn't mean you know games. Bum bum. She always forded the river because she was too cheap to spring for the ferry.
Okay, so we are in. You can see the lovely park here.
Oh, hold your freaking horses.
Well, okay, so you're on a potato. It takes a little longer.
God, I hate you.
I'm going to leave it at 9 o'clock because 9 o'clock's a pretty hour.
All right, I'm going to start at the opening. At the very, the little planter that will hopefully one day have a sign.
Oh, okay.
That's
We're going all the way back here?
Yeah, we're going to go first purse, and we're going to just kind of look around.
Okay.
And I look to my left, and holy crap, you built another coaster.
Okay, so yeah, I did. And you said...
And exact same reasoning you used for the first coaster. Oh, I was going in to fiddle around, and it's so good, we can't get rid of it. And then I said, okay.
No, actually you said, no, this first coaster kind of sucks. It's too big.
True, that is true. It was way too math. I thought the first one was not very... I didn't like it. And to be fair, until you... because pulling back the curtain, I've already kind of looked at this a little bit.
Yeah, because
you have to.
When we're trying to plan a park, we don't want to keep everybody. We don't want to keep them in the dark, the other person in the dark, because we might have guests too in the future, and so we don't want to keep everybody like.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about that officially.
Yeah, we don't want to keep everybody in the dark because we still want a well-planned park, and so
right. And Mike didn't want to be a total ass and just put a coaster in.
Yeah.
Or maybe he wanted to, but whatever got the better of him. And so he actually brought it to me and said, "Hey, what do you think of this?" I said, I don't feel that. And so he revamped it, and I still was like, okay, go for it and see what I think. And I actually ended up really enjoying it. So anyway, it's kind of cool how from the little planter of yellow, whatever those things are, you get the nice view of the lift, and then you don't see anything else.
Yeah,
so,
pretty much disappears.
So it looks like we have a T here that wasn't here when I last saw the park on camera. Well, the path diverges. We had but one path. So I'm going to take the path that goes towards what I built last time.
Okay.
Oh, look at that train station. That's really cool. So I'm standing right here by my lodge, which looks a little different, I have to say.
Yeah.
What the heck?
What?
Okay. My door is missing.
Yes, your door.
And you put some cheap-ass walls behind it.
Okay. So I didn't have time to finish this, and I also tore out your planters, too. But there was a reason. There's a reason.
Oh, you did the plant. Okay, I don't mind the planters, because I know I suck at that, but...
No, you didn't suck at it. It's just pinched off the path too much, so I wanted to keep that open. I have a reason for this. Since we can't do interiors right now, we can at least do, what is kind of in the interior, because the doors don't open. People just, walk right through things. So I just wanted there to be a little mudroom / foyer, and then
So are you gonna fake doors?
I'm gonna fake doors, yeah. I'm gonna fake doors, and I'm gonna fake this first interior, and then it just goes off, and there's a shop in the middle of the empty building
to draw guests in.
Exactly, just to make it look like it actually functions.
Okay, and I think you also changed the colors of my walls.
I did that. Yeah, I started doing that in the last episode.
Did you?
We were doing it as we were looking at the park.
Oh. Now we go to my depot.
So yeah, this unfortunately had to change a little bit. First off, I fixed out your awful landscaping
Oh,
um, and
don't even.
terraforming because
That was weeks ago, and I'm still pissy about it. Okay.
no, you're still pissy about it. It took me a long time too. So here, I'll actually show. I'll move the depot up, and if you look inside, you can see that you actually have to lay the terrain first, and then plop the station on top, and then plop the building on top of that, which is really dumb. Which is really,
Like,
really dumb.
really stupid. So, did you do anything with the interior yet?
So I did actually. It just has
All
a
right,
simple
explain yourself.
has a simple interior. Really, really simple, but it at least has a ceiling and a floor.
All the necessary bits
And
of
all
an
and
interior.
this stupid gate system for platforms and stuff, which is really dumb. Again,
Yeah, I
it's-
agree. For like a train, that's
Mhm.
kind of stupid.
There's no reason to have to gate, but whatever.
I agree. I like the lights you did. That's cute.
Thanks.
Is that all year round, or is that specific? Specific. Oh, there's a wreath there too. How cute.
Yeah, there's a wreath up there. The lights are all year round, so it would be actual like
The popcorn lighting
yeah,
kind of
popcorn
thing.
lighting,
Okay.
exactly. And then if you turn it to night, you can see I attempted a little bit of holiday splendor.
You did.
So this is all we could afford. We can
Wait,
afford...
I'm still looking for it.
Okay.
No, it's in nighttime. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's the floodlights. All the trees are different colors.
Oh. Ooh. Aha.
Ooh.
And now we're going to explore all the new stuff. So I'm going to take a hard left here at this big ass Ponderosa.
Okay.
And oh, look, you've resurrected that awful style that you did in the entrance area. And there's just a random chief beef awning with a double door.
There is. All right, so that's how you get to the backstage area.
So the first thing you see of this building is something you can't even access.
Exactly. Isn't that just
All
how it
right.
would be?
I don't know, I guess. And then looking at it from the front with these three vendors, it's like the most boring thing I've ever seen in my life.
Isn't it awesome?
That is terrible.
Isn't it awesomely boring?
Well, explain yourself, because I can see from here the awesomeness that is my lodge, and then you have yours. Why?
So pulled again from Holiday World because it's a great resource for a mediocre park, and that's exactly what we're going for. We're going for a simple, mediocre park that has a bit of cash flow, but not so much. This was built probably in the 90s as another food service area that needed to be, because as you can see, if we zoom out, there's no restaurant in the park yet. And where we plan to have one is probably going to be a little bit further away. So the management said, hey, we need food here. And they were like, we don't have a budget. So they're like, okay. And they built this.
So you're you're explaining using you're building the history of the park as you build.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to build. That's something I've always thought about is, okay, when would this have been built? Why would it have been built? And so that's why you assume we had like $1,000 and 900 of it went to the lodge, and then we got to feed the people.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. Because this lodge was built, let's say towards the end of the 90s, I would say.
Well, again, it totally screams the area of Magnum XL. So whenever that was built, what was that? 90s?
I think so, yeah.
It had to have been, because Millennium Force was built in 2000.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, early 90s, mid 90s. And it has that just...
What's kind of nice and what I kind of want to brag about a little bit, because as you can see, it's a little congested, but because it's set back a little bit, the lines aren't going into the path, which is kind of nice.
So you did that intentionally then? I noticed I'm zooming in a little bit here. There's some gaps, which we'll fix, but...
Yeah.
So you intentionally set it back so it wouldn't be flush with the path?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not something I would have known that you had done. So I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
You're right. Look at did you sit there and wait to see how long the lines would get?
I didn't go that far, but I knew
Oh,
that any sort of shop or anything has to be off the main path, because once you start putting it on the path, it starts screwing up the traffic of the people like
big
really really
bottlenecks.
bad.
All right, so if I swing to the right then of the shop and basically put the shop behind me,
Okay.
I have another choice:
Mm-hmm.
continue or go down. What do you recommend? Do we continue straight or do we go down?
Well, if you went down, you'd go into the oldest part of the
Right.
park,
Which is empty.
which is empty.
Okay, we have to zoom in on the little shack here. The
So
little.
there's a little
Uh,
Monsieur Frite.
I gave you a teaser myself because you've been teasing this park for what everything you've done. You've just been, oh, just wait till you see it, just wait till you see it,
Mm-hmm.
and you sent it to me I think yesterday, and so I started poking around,
Oops, don't look at
and
that
then
side.
and then I told you, here's my favorite part. So we're looking. Are you looking at it? Are you looking at the Monsieur Fleet?
Yeah.
Go to the side.
Oh, is it the
It's the
hand cart?
it's the dolly. That's okay, friends. Zoom in on this dolly.
Okay.
This is what this park is.
Yeah.
It is mediocre,
Yep.
but intentionally, and the details we have are specific.
Mm-hmm.
It's detailed when it needs to be, when we are helping convey what the park is.
Mm-hmm.
This park is so janky, they can't even hide their damn dollies.
Yep, exactly.
Like, that's exactly what I thought when you put it there, and I just did I think I might have smiled, and I even did a little giggle out loud.
So yeah, even though
It's-
they've themed this shop, it's like, oh, well, the dolly's still there from where they.
And again, this isn't earth-shattering, but that's a detail that makes it feel so much more alive and so much more real.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what the goal here is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I love it. That's my favorite part of everything you did.
that's awesome. The dolly is it?
Yeah. And then when I'm at Monsieur Fritz and I look to my left, I see, ooh, Viper, what's that? So I head up the steps.
Mm-hmm. So you head up the steps, which is another way to get there, because I've learned looking at other people's parks that divergent paths are very important. You want to split people up so that you don't have any one group or any one flow just picking the same path.
So that not everybody in the park has to be on the same path.
Exactly. Divergent paths.
Makes sense. So you've got this higher level. And this is one of those things when he showed me there was the raised path back here. And I was like, I don't get that. I think that's dumb. And then you built the retaining wall.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, let me show the retaining wall, because this is wonderfully generic too.
Again, it's a simple detail, but you look at it and you say, yeah, that looks like what you would see in a park. Who's going to spend the time in a park like this to bling out a fucking retaining wall?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's great. I like that.
This is definitely turning into oh my god, so great version 3.
I know. But if we weren't high on what we were building, then why would we continue?
That's true. So yeah,
So
here's Viper.
did you have any? Yeah, Viper Station. Did you have any inspiration from that, or was that all on your own?
It was kind of on my own. I started with a roof, because I always have to start with a roof, because that's the hardest thing to do in this freaking game, is to build a roof. Oops.
Mhm.
And there's a hole there, so don't look at that.
The roof you built is really weird,
Yeah.
like in a good way. I don't know how it supports itself, but
I don't really know either.
there's some. I don't know if it does, but there's something about the different triangles
Mm-hmm.
in it intrigue me, but not enough to question its validity.
I think I was channeling something in Cedar Point. I forget what exactly, but I'm pretty sure something like this exists.
I have no idea. I'm not that good. It's been a long time since I've been there.
But what I hate looking through people's parks is that they design the exterior of the building beautifully, and then they just leave the interior of the station just completely dead. Like, you can see inside, you can see all the pieces that are breaking through, and I was like, no, I'm gonna do this in reverse.
Well, that's kind of how I always thought that's kind of how you're supposed to do it.
I think that's how. Yeah.
Like as ex RCT, oh Jesus, RCT3 players, you always design the interior first because it made no sense to do the exterior first.
Yeah.
Then you'd have no way to access it.
Exactly.
But yeah, I was totally not down with this coaster until the station. No, it's true. Until the station was in, and basically until you reach the finish point, and you were like, "Now look at it, bish."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I guess it can stay. It's just I want to build a coaster.
I know, and you will eventually.
Well, I think it's time we finish this Brocoaster episode, like for realsies.
Yes,
So
I think we've rambled enough.
I agree. I don't know how you do what you do. I don't know how you get that much done in essentially a week, but you did it. So whatever. And
John, it's called addiction, and I have a problem.
I guess, and yeah, I'm sure if you had children, you would get about as much done as I did.
Yeah, and I had to
Anyway.
rebuild your train station too. We didn't even talk about that.
Oh, that's right. We completely
Planet Coaster
screwed
just
that.
freaking just decided, nope,
Yeah,
don't want
that update. That update hit, and everything was fine. And then he's like, "Your train station's gone, brah."
It's just like completely gone. It just left like two
All
roofs.
that was left was like, yeah. I'm not sure it was the update. I think someone accidentally deleted it.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't have anything else attached to it though, but I ended up having to rebuild it anyway.
Anyway,
So I got that
it looks
done, too.
great. It still looks like what I built, kind of. So it's good enough.
Yeah, I tried to keep it as close to you as possible. Look, I'm not trying to rebuild your stuff. I'm really not, because I want your style in the park, and I know that I can sometimes be heavy-handed. Can't I?
No comment. No, it's great. You're great.
No, it's great. It's awesome. It's great.
Great. So great. How many? Great. All right. So we will see you. It'll be me. I'll be releasing the next episode 10.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so you can look for that in hopefully about a week. Keep your eyes peeled. And we hope you enjoyed episode 9 of Planet Brocoaster. I know I enjoyed it. I like where it's headed. I know what I'm doing next. You just have to wait and see.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see what you're going to do. Hopefully you get more than 2 buildings done, but we'll see.
Those are 2 pretty good buildings, though.
They
I
were
have to
2
say.
pretty good buildings. Yeah.
Too. And a retaining wall.
And a retaining
some-
wall.
Yes.
You didn't do a retaining wall.
Around the flat. Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did do a retaining. Okay. Fine.
Jeez, I didn't give me the credit for what I did do.
I'm never going to give you credit for what you do.
I know, because you just change it anyway.
Let me get out my tiny violin.
All right. Well, for Mass Bandit,
And N7.
have yourself a great week. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.